Alright, took longer to cook the pasta than I thought, I guess. What do you know? Joke, come on, work. Ow! Out of the way. Good lord, what a mess. What a mess. What a fucking mess. Oh yeah, and that's still up there too. Drying. Jesus, mother Christ. Shadow Realm over whatever the Japanese dub did. Yeah, so I didn't know about that fact or whatever. I'm kind of almost wondering, like, okay, what was it then? What was going on? If that shit was in the Shadow Realm, what was it? I'm just saying. Now this shit is already getting cool. Streamer's scared? No. I'm not scared. You're scared. Check rewards. So I need to do Bigfoot and Lindworm. Bigfoot and Lindworm. There's Bigfoot. Sure. You know what they say about big feet? Big shoes. You, a Wiggy. Do you go sock, sock, shoe, shoe, or sock, shoe, sock, shoe? Alright. But, Tyler, it has been a while. We're doing alright, I suppose. I haven't really been loving the whole, I don't know how long it's been going on now, but for a while, the whole, let's not update things Monday, let's update things Monday night instead. Not a fan of that. Pretty disappointing. Hopefully you've been alright. Hopefully you've been alright. I'm not really doing max combos here because I just know that stuff's gonna kill anyway. Alright, I have to check that after. I also need to remember to check it after. Think I need to do Pokemon Sleep dinner? Or lunch? I might have already done it actually, but I should double check. How's that going for you, RPB? You're over at your grandparents and just found out one of your grandparents is not going to be with us for too much longer? That's a bummer. That's a bummer. Sorry to hear. Never fun news to find out, right? Made 2 new salads. Oh yeah, that's right, you got leeks now. Oh. Well, hopefully it's been good while they've been here, right? best you can ask for. Or while they're still here. Oh, they're here. What up, Decknos? Mario Wonder was delivered to your mom. Nice. Well, you'll have video footage to reference on how to beat every single level and get every single secret and everything. So, you know, if you ever need that, you know where to look. 10 minutes off, but you're here. You'll be lurking currently at work. No worries. Hopefully it'll be a smooth shift. Let's hope for that. No mishaps. No mishaps. No troubles. It is very windy out today, that's correct. It is insanely windy today. But tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I think are all supposed to be on the warm side, which is cool. See what I did there? Cool, because it'll be warm. And I think today maybe would have even been like those days had it not been for the wind. Hey, I won. At least it's clear skies. Yeah, I mean, the other days will be better. Okay, that one, and then Lindworm. And before RPB's mom becomes a fan because she uses the streams as references to find the star coins that she can't figure out, and then all of a sudden she starts coming in and becomes like a bigger fan than RPB, and then and then makes it awkward for him to watch the streams. Monka. Roll out. What would you do if one of your family members started watching a streamer and participating in the chat of someone you watch? It doesn't have to be your mom, I suppose, but probably make a new username. What if they didn't know what your username was, but they just happened to be in the chat, but you knew their username? So, like, you knew they were in there, but they didn't know you were. You've already had that happen? Okay, alright. But them knowing that you're in there, you wouldn't want? That's fair. There's only one room for for Purtle viewer in this household. Peepo box. Imagine two siblings fighting over your viewership. No, I'm the only Purtle viewer in this house. How did that happen, Havens? How did you know that they were in there, but they didn't know that you were? That sounds like an interesting little tidbit. Because he always used the same handle, you realized it was him. When you saw them in the chat, was it like a oh, I didn't expect to see them in there, or was it like, okay, yeah, that made sense? I don't really need the hearts. No feelings either way, just a slight surprise. Yeah, just one of those like, oh, didn't expect to see you there type move things. That's fair. I don't think I've had that with a... I don't know if I've had that with a stream before. I mean, I kind of have but not in terms of someone I actually know, but like seeing a different streamer in a chat that I didn't expect them to. I've had that happen before, but it's not like... That was just like, oh, I didn't expect that streamer to be in here. Like, I've seen some people pop into Worcester's chat before, or whatever. That's like the example that comes to mind. It did make sense because they were also a speedrunner, but it was just one of those things. It's like, oh, yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense. They just didn't expect them in there. Alright, I think I've done all of these? Yes. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna go rinse this out. So, okay, let's check. So I did already do lunch. Yeah, I did. I remember that now. So I have these two schmucks in, just to try to get ingredients / have something in that's full energy that's an ingredient Pokemon. Not as necessary for the Charmeleon. He has a main skill nature. He's like OG. So I figured maybe leave him in a bit. The Heracross, there is something to it because he is a honey ingredient Pokemon, and this is a desserts weekly. So in that sense, it makes sense. So I'll probably leave them in for a bit. I had Wartortle in and Altario to start the day. Then I, then I did other stuff. Then I swapped in... Who was it? I swapped in Celio for a bit. Etc. And then just recently put those two guys in. Okay. So there's only like 2 things to really do here. And that's Super Gravity 15. You don't understand why Candy Boost still uses candies first. I don't know what that sentence means. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure what that means. The other thing to do is these, but with the special rewards. Pad and SGT. My brain? Okay, so... Who is that? That is Yang something. Yang G. You? That's you. Oh, because of the dragon killer? Is that why you're here? It must be. Okay. Alright. What are the different lineups you need for this again? What is the set of things that you can get from this? Okay, so I've already led with this guy, I think. Well, I guess we can check this with the mail a little bit. Although I think I already opened the mail for that, didn't I? I did. Pretty sure I won with Sajiri in the front, though. So what's another one? Rex? Do I have a Rex? I have this Rex? Is that the right Rex, though? Don't think so. Well, it is, but I would have to devolve it. Which is kind of annoying. Well, it's not that annoying, I guess. It's kind of annoying. Is it worth devolving this for a black metal? That is the question. Exciting for Demon Slayer collab, do you plan on rolling? I'm not sure yet. I haven't really looked at it. You added a bunch of new friends today and purged. I have not done a purge in a bit. I probably should, though. I don't think I'll have too much, because I've already done a few rounds. But it has been maybe a month or so, I think. How did your berry luck go for GG? Do you have stuff that's already favorited? For me, it didn't really get anything. I got like the normal type, and then maybe fire. What was it again? It was Leppa, Chesto, and Persim. Persim's normal, Chesto's poison, and then Leppa I always mix up if it's fire or if it's fighting. But one of those two, which I don't really have good things of either of those right now anyway, so. You know it wasn't electric, but it was dragon. Dragon would be good. Altaria would get boosted for sure. Are you planning on rolling Deknas, or don't remember the last two? This is what I'm looking at, by the way. I've already done the Grenerve, Dragon, Usher, Artorias, and Sajiri. So Rex and then Fagin are like maybe the choices left. I guess if I change this with Fagin, we can give it a shot. And then Awaken. Except we don't really, like, you don't really have any skill boost, huh? And then on you, I want to put, what was on Sajiri again? It was the time thing. Okay, so we go this, that. Okay, it was a little too many. There we go. Okay. Let's give this a shot. Ah, great. Love that for me. Just absolutely no reason for that to have happened. Phone is, everything is plugged in perfectly fine. Very cool. We're back. You will absolutely be rolling. Don't remember the last two. What do you mean boosted? Boosted berries because they're favorited? Is that what? I don't remember. Today's Doku's pretty good. Tooth, not too much. Rolled pretty hard last time, so hoping for new stuff. I feel like I don't care. Like, I just have used so many resources to get the aggregate stuff that I, like, don't really care about rolling. I feel like I have so much good things right now that I'm not as worried about it. Let's do this. This. This is, like, the guy, right? This is, like, the hype thing. Yeah, I mean, that seems pretty good. Wait, what is this? Yin protection. Where yin is displayed? What the fuck? We're getting like Pokemon typings? I know there was the sun and moon thing already, but the hell? Where's Digity at? I always trust Digity's here. Yeah. This is the Super Gravity Dragon Rush additional conditional clear rewards. It's a mouthful. The other two berries are Ghost and Flying. Ah, I see. Well, that did not really work out what I wanted as far as skill boost goes, so that's not great. I'm actually going to do this first. I guess I'll do this too. And then I'll heal once. Then do the transforms, then do the charge. This is one turn away now, alright. Not worried either, just doing it because you like Demon Slayer. That's fair. That's fair. Swap. 3 turns on you, so that should be okay-ish. Alright, I don't feel like waiting as much. Or wait, aren't these gonna change the board anyway? Oh no, that's actually not true. Alright. Boom. Transform. I don't know what this does. What do you do, Fagin? Alright, not really a reason to do that yet, but I will do it. Okay, so we do have to attack. So yeah. chilling. Help get back some of the black metals that I had to spend on all this stuff, or rainbows, I suppose, as well. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Damage. Damage. Alright, use this now because we want the extended time to get going more than anything else. Not that, you know, I do have all those equips, so we do have a lot of time from that, to be fair, but... you know, whatever. Might as well. Anything interesting happened today? I'm trying to think. I feel like I don't recall there being any particular news today. I mean, there was like Oscars stuff yesterday, I guess, but I don't care about that too much, really. So, yeah, kind of just chilling. Oh, that didn't kill. Alright. Hopefully that doesn't... Alright, good. I was like, is that gonna mean I'm gonna die now or something? The answer is no. How much time do I have? 30 seconds is a pretty long time, to be fair. Alright, we got it. No problem, no problems. Damage absorb, I think, here? Yes. Ow, that hurt. Glad I waited on the board transform, because now I can do this. Love that for me. Get some fucking hats. Now, it would be more damage if I did a box instead of a row, but we're good here. There we go, and now we're healed. All good. 20 combos. Oh, Jesus. Ah, jeez. Well then. Might be in trouble, because obviously we don't have damage absorb now. I mean, I only did one light combo, but it's still gonna be too much by like quite a lot, huh? Yeah, it is. Well, we'll see what happens. Yeah, not what I was hoping for, that's for sure. Certainly not what I was hoping to happen. Ah, yes. So this is what today's gonna be like, huh? This is what today's gonna be like? We're just gonna keep disconnecting for no reason, even though we haven't had that happen in a while. It's very fucking cool system you got here. Not even touching the wire in any capacity. Very cool. Now I'm like even less interested in trying to do March quest because I feel like it's just gonna disconnect on me. I was gonna say that was the other thing on the plate to try to do 15, but if this is gonna keep happening, then obviously not, because when that happens, it nullifies the run. If you weren't aware, it does nullify the run when that happens, because it's the same. It's basically the same as tabbing out or whatever. We're gonna die to this, by the way. Just thought you should know. We're most certainly dying here. Unless we hit it to the half and it does something that it doesn't normally do. But I have a feeling that's not the case. Yep. So that was pretty unlucky. So I guess that just means we gotta make sure to do a box on that thing. Gauge? Why gauge? Oh, we died. I get it. July 1st. I get it. What up, Gunzel? How goes it? Where did you end up going for the electricity event this week? Where did you end up heading? How's my Pokemon sleep stuff? Well, that's what I was just asking you as well. I would say that my stuff is occurring. I would say it's not. I feel like I'm still, well, I guess it's always going to be the case, really, but I just did all that time trying to get poisons and then mash them together anyway. I'm looking for stuff to actually be giving XP to right now, and I'm not really finding that. I'm struggling to find like a good fifth thing right now. There's like some okay stuff, but nothing that's like that, oh yeah, I definitely want to make sure that I invest in this long term or whatever. That's been kind of frustrating. Did I miss something? Or was that like that last time? Yeah, maybe that was like that last time. Oh yeah, it was like that last time actually. You so happy you finally pulled the Grenerve the other day? Nice. You looked and you only have 8 electric mons, 1 okay Raichu, some event Pikas, and 3 trash sheep. Hope you get some good ones, because Raichu event it's best to diversify. I believe it was something like... Well, I think that's if you are using a Raichu. Or sorry, if you're using a Raikou, then his triggered ability is something like, based on the amount of diverse electric Pokemon on your team, then it'll like give more benefits. But as far as actually like doing the event, I think it's just that electric stuff is guaranteed to be preferred. So for that reason, you want to have as many electric Pokemon as possible going into the event. And so therefore, that is why this event is going to, in theory, give people more likely a better grouping of... Oh my god, that's actually gonna ruin me, I think. So close, yet so far. That's a dumb death, but it is a death. Because Fagin doesn't have any goddamn skill boost on it, he's kind of screwing up this whole operation. It's just you, huh? Alright, here's some options. You wish you had a good sheep and another Raichu? I mean, basically just the Raichu is needed. This is already on the team, I think. I have nothing better for time extent and skill boost, huh? What is this going on? Fagin? So... for some reason I needed something, maybe this. Yeah, my BFS Raichu is obviously awesome. It's like the best Pokemon in the game, I'm pretty sure. Granted, the nature and stuff isn't perfect, but its sub-skills are basically perfect, at least the first two, as far as, it's like BFS and then helping speed M, I think. So it's like basically the 2 best things you can get. You have like 8 EV. Yeah, I have a bunch of EV. A number of them that have BFS, a number of them that have all sorts of things. And, yeah, kind of frustrating. Because they were all sort of deemed not good enough. Music? Yes, continue. Now I don't need to worry about trying to make the poison with the spinner because we're gonna transform before then anyway, I think. But just in case. Just in case. There are a number, and like I have the 4 BFS Chikoritas that are all kind of mid, which is frustrating. And then I do have another BFS Seal. I have 2 BFS Seal, one that I've made into a Sealeo because it was slightly better. But there's still a lot of, like... They're just all so mid. Kind of annoying. 90% to 96 wood cutting. Let's go. I guess. I suppose. I suppose. Vicky Bobby. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, good. I was like, oh, do I have to deal with that? Nope, I don't. Not really. I don't really need to heal that either. Keep the other jammers, save myself time, in theory. Oh, a two-shotter, huh? Ouch. Alright, we're good. Wait for the poison and then drop. Wait for that and drop. Everybody stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. That movie was about like the war or something, right? Like Vietnam? Pretty sure. Pretty sure. FAW Jam. I mean, it's a good song. Look, it's not like there's ever been songs that are about bad things that weren't jams. Like, there's the Pumped Up Kick song. That song is catchy, and then you actually pay attention to what it says for the first time, and you're like, oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Pumped Up Kicks? All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run, outrun my gun? My gun! Yes, that is indeed what the movie is about. Oh, very cool while I was moving. Very cool, I love that for me. Very, very awesome. Very fun game, so now I die because of that. Well, I kind of don't want to stream pad anymore right now because this keeps happening, so that's great. That's really fucking cool. Speaking of Pepe W, what's the problem, fellas? What's the fucking problem? Get your act together, bitch. You're plugged in. Stop acting like you're not plugged in, motherfucker. You're plugged in. Stop complaining. So that's like 200 stamina loss to that happening again. If this happens 2 more times, maybe, then I'm saying fuck you game and not playing, I think, because this is getting stupid. It's actually just becoming ridiculous. That's like 15 minutes of our life we'll never get back again. Actually, it's probably more like 10. We go again. Go again. Right. Maybe a little faster this time? Alright. This time, for sure, it'll work without any problems. Definitely. This time for sure, huh? Namaste. Low energy today, huh? Let's blame it on daylight savings. Let's blame it on daylight savings. Myself included, of course, here. I'm not saying the chat, I'm saying myself. I'm feeling, I don't know, I guess I don't feel very chatty. Mayhaps. Sure. You're expanding Coco Core right now. Okay. I don't know what that means, but congrats, maybe? Coconut peat. Dry shedded coconut husk. It. What do you mean you're expanding them? What does that mean? pH neutral biodegradable soil additive. It comes dry and pressed. 10-pound brick turns into 20 gallons when rehydrated. Whoa. I'm like somewhat parsing what you're saying, and then other parts of me, I'm like, don't. I'm reading the words, but I don't necessarily know what the final product is. Is how I would describe how I'm feeling. I'm not sure what the final product looks like, but it sounds interesting. So there's that. It's a mulch, but you use it within the soil instead of on top. And this is for random flowering of sorts, or some other third thing. for your garden. What you cooking up in the garden? Or well, you're not cooking, but you know what I mean. What do you got going on in there? God mode activated. Go. Okay. A little scary. God mode, huh? That was not the number of light orbs that I was hoping to see. Hope that's enough to kill. Okay. He got in. Alright, this hoe. Now it's time for this hoe, huh? Ouch, that hurt. Ouch, Charlie. I did that in the wrong order. Definitely did that one in the wrong. And we're good, we're good. Although... There we go, better. Want that TPA heal to be safe. To be on the safe side. Alright, Sting of Sadness, if that is your real name. Yeah, I'll do this. Okay. Alright. Finally got your slowpoke tail? Nice! Now, did you do that via a slowpoke or via a ditto? I think those are the only two ways to do it. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure those are the two. Oh, fuck. Actually kind of clutched that, huh? Via slowpoke, the dittos you tries to get didn't have them. Fair. That's fair, that's fair. Now what I remember here is he does a shield, right? So I have to kill it in 2 turns, not in 1 turn. So, that in mind, I'm gonna actually do this one first. And then... Was it a good slowpoke, or was it... How did you end up doing it? Did you just had it on your team for a long-ass time, or did you, have one that have a... Did you catch one that had a plus EXP nature so that it was a little bit easier to get it to 20, or have you just actually been using it on the team for a long time? Slow King, you just had on the team for a while. Nice. Yeah, I've basically just been looking for every now and then when the like isn't really something worth catching, or maybe if it's a hungry slowpoke, I'll feed it. And then looking to get a oh Jesus, I didn't realize it was gonna rank me up. Oh, that was a bunch of stamina wasted. Alright, well. I didn't know. How was I supposed to know? Let me get a couple of these in. This is definitely a Mario Paint song. I love it. It is. Mario Paint medley. Yeah, I haven't used one because I've been looking for one that has plus EXP nature. Help get it to 30 faster for Tails. Alternatively, I think I have fed a Slowpoke, or sorry, a Slow Bro if it was hungry. Just because if you catch one, then it'll already be started at, you know, somewhere in the low 20s maybe. Save some time. I am getting close. I've never really intentionally farmed for it. Well, anytime in the past 8 years maybe. I do remember there was a period of time where people would do, what the hell? I don't even remember the dungeon. I can go back and look, actually. It's still kind of ingrained in my mind. People would do Tower of Giants because it was good stamina to EXP ratio for ranking. I think it was that one? And then maybe became... Oh, not you. I feel like there was another one in between. Anyway, and then obviously there was Starlight Sanctuary after that people did for XP and stuff. Okay, wait, so that was the Fagin Rye Clear, which should give me stones, so I need to note that in the spreadsheet. So we got Super Gravity Rush 2 with oh, that's a long name. With I'm just gonna no, I'll type the whole thing. No, I won't. No, I won't, because I wasn't typing the others. Fagin-Rye Lead. So that should be 5 stones for those guys. Funny how I still know that. Okay. So those are the drops for this one. Now the ones for Gravity 1 are these. Now I can certainly do this guy. You have no skill boost? Jesus. Okay. Alright, in that case, I think I have to give you an equip that does do a bunch of charging and stuff. Like just this. Charge to 5 or something. Try that. I do have one Draco Blade Master of 9 Strikes, except it's the other form. It's this one. If I made this into this, then I could use it and do the thing and get 5 stones. I think before I would do that, I would try to do Draco Blade Light Fog, Imperial Space, and Snake of Bones Princess for the black metals. That being said, let's begin. Let's give this one a shot. I think this is going to fall short on skill boost, I'll say that. No, there actually is kind of fine. Honestly, that may be more than needed. I guess I would rather do this first. Then switch. Then this. Oh no, I'm hurt. Alright, then charge these. And then wipe. Who else are you rocking on your teams nowadays, Gunzel? For Pokemon Sleep? Or do you have a set like group, or is it still pretty spread? Got a good spread. I would say 4. I have like 3 that I'm almost always having on the team, which is my BFS Raichu, my Wigglytuff, and my Golem. And then everything else is kind of a sometimes situation. I don't really know if there's a reason to wait. I guess maybe to have the other dude's thing come up. Alright. Almost messed up the heal TPA, although I don't really need it, but... I would say the damage on this team is probably going to be questionable. But we'll see what happens. Ooh, Poison Skyfall, thanks. I don't have any crosses I can do, right? That would be nice to get rid of these blinding things, but I don't think I do. Don't think I does. Good. I'll use one of these fellas this turn. Oh. I can just unbind that right now, and I think I want to. I think I want to do that. I might have been fine anyway, but I don't really remember enough. Don't really remember enough. The Poison Skyfall actually is good here, so that on the in-between turn I don't have to take as much time on the spinner. That part is kind of nice. Save the hearts for next turn. It's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. Alright, pirate. This is the one problem thing that can happen on this dungeon. On this one versus the other Gravity Rush, which is that if we have to do the absorb the turn before, then we only have one turn of absorb here, and that's obviously not enough to actually... Like, we could get it to the half, but it's not really gonna solve any problems, because we need it 2 turns because he's got the super resolve stuff, which is unfortunate. So now we have to like stall out, but it might do some weird stuff. I'm not entirely sure. Don't love that. Don't love that prospect. Okay. Probably don't even really need to do that, but yeah, I guess I don't really at all, do I? Oh, I messed up the fucking jammer. I'm an idiot. God damn it. Well, we got the unlucky spawn on the color absorb anyway. There is that. What we did learn, though, is that we can maybe instead put a color absorb on the Draco Blade if it has 2 skill boost on it or something. So that's probably pretty good. I will say the a lot to equip delay has been very useful. I have not used it until this dungeon, and 5-turn delay, pretty clutch here. Pretty much exactly what you're looking for. I want 2 skill boost. I should do it here. Alright, what do we got? Voids attribute absorption and then does all that stuff. Probably what we're gonna look for. Probably what we're gonna grab. I don't really see why we would grab pretty much anything else. Yeah, just grab this one. Although 20 turns is pretty long. If I have a better Draco Blade that's already skilled up. No. This one, but it's the wrong Evo. It's the other form. Wait, 3? Oh, because it's the lead, okay. Wait, this one is skilled up. Oh, let's use that one. What is going on? Oh my god. Remove. Yes, okay, thank you. Now, here, switch you. Give me this one. Now give you that equip. Which was something called Kana. Alright, better. Okay. Again. You going to do an extra pad stream for Demon Slayer tomorrow? No. We would just do it next week. It'll still be here next Monday. I'll do this, I guess, technically. It'll still be here next Monday. You can blame the Puzzle and Dragons folks for fucking up the schedule that they have been doing the past, like, 8 years until now, where they've, for whatever reason, decided to start doing this shit of having this stuff on. Oh right, you don't make red. I forgot. Forgot about that. No. Okay, give me that. I mean, I'm not happy about it either, but I'm also not gonna. The stream schedule kind of needs to stay how it is the short version of the story. Ah, yes. Okay, that's number 4. That's number 4. We're about to fucking, uninstall the game if it keeps doing this. Like, I'm losing my fucking mind. Again. Again. Thankfully, it wasn't while I was moving, but Jesus fucking Christ. The worst part is that, like, I don't have to unplug and replug the phone in for it to work again. I literally just have to type the command, hit enter, and then it works. I don't know why it's doing this, but it's pissing me the fuck off. It's pissing me off that it keeps disconnecting. It is really, really a nice way to make me mad. Nice, easy way to get me all sorts of annoyed. Okay. That's fair. Yeah. It is, I mean, I'm not happy about it, but I've been sticking to their schedule for, 10 years or whatever, nearly. And they decided to change it for some ungodly reason that literally no one likes. Does anyone like this change that the collabs and stuff drops Monday night at 9 p.m. EST? When did anyone ask for this ever? No one wants this. I don't understand where this idea came from. But I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Alright. Old Time was great. You would saw new REM first thing in the morning. Yeah, it was super great. It was like something to get excited for. You're like, all right, start of the week. That sucks, but at least we got a cool we got a cool thing to do in that, and we got I've got some roles to look forward to, some new dungeons, etc. so forth. Actually, can't do this one, huh? We'll have to stall it out, I guess. Awkward. I didn't even really need to use this, did I? I don't know anyone that actually prefers this new timing. There was even a thread about it on Reddit today. I was compelled to even comment on it due to my extreme distaste of this new way they've been doing things. How did I do that? We're good, we're good. Oh. No, that's fine too. Also fine. Oy, oy, oy. You gotta wait for this Gilgamesh. If we wait for this, that's also good because it is a damage absorb, I think, as well there. I'll run this one. Peaceful. Peaceful. Alright, now we run it. Okay. Boom. Bam to boost the combo count. The hell was that? Did you see that? That was weird looking. Alright. This time for sure. Alright, you. Alright, no light absorb anyway. No. Oh well. We can still do it. Oh, did not get my heal TPA there, huh? A little awkward. Little bit awkward there. That's fine. Can we do this for combo boost? I did change a poison orb. Keep it simple on that one. Keep it simple on that one. Okay. What do you want? Okay. I believe you have damage absorb? You do. You do. Alright, so let's do it quote unquote safe and box. Yeah, alright. Oh, not it messed up the TPA heal again. Alright, well, we're still almost at full health anyway, so we're probably gonna be fine, yeah. Okay. Alright. No, no poisons to speak of to start is a little spooky, but... God damn it. Come on, what the fuck is that? Alright, we die now. That's a very cool video game we have there. Very cool fucking video game. I love this game so much. I'm so glad that it just didn't do what I was having it do. It's very cool. Very cool, very cool, very cool. I don't want to fucking play today anymore. Very fucking cool. So glad this is the last run before stretch break. I do think I have a free roll to do, so I will. At least there's that. At least there's that to look forward to. Suppose I'm supposed to do this first. Yes. Now we have enough reds. Not that we really need to get rid of the locks, but might as well. All these blinders, man. Getting blinds out of here. I can't believe I died there. Literally just have to do the thing once, and you're done. What a fucking blunder. What a fucking blunder. I've been thinking about, do I want to start attacking the challenges of the Mario Deluxe on Wednesday, or do I break from that because we did stuff Sunday and instead do other things on that Wednesday? I'm not sure yet. Not sure yet. Because we still have a couple Nintendo Switch demos, and then there's some other games I've been kind of interested in. Well, so yeah, just not sure yet. That's good. Alright. If that's not a sign that I need to stop, I don't know what is. Alright, we got extremely lucky. I should have died. No, Showdown stream would actually be worse than any of the things we've done, like, in the past year. It's just not fun. I would much rather do something that I have been kind of stepping towards working on, that I don't want to say what it is yet, though. But it is Pokemon related. Well, it is Pokemon straight up, but I don't want to tell you what it is yet. God, this is. Technically, this would be the turn we use you, but I kind of just want to do the full board. We're going to need to heal as well. Oh my god, how is that not a... The spinner made it not double TPK. That's so fucking dumb. Oh god. Monotype Ron hack Black White 2 playthrough. Wouldn't actually want that. You think you want... Yeah, we're not... We're... Okay. Christ. Alright. I need to get some water. And we'll stretch break and stuff. So yeah, well, my drink is empty, so I need to get another drink. All right. So I'll be back in a moment. Please tell me Havens didn't look away from the screen. Please tell me you didn't look away. Dude, I did a whole thing to set that up. I even... Alright. Yeah. That was pretty good, right? It was pretty good. Right? Maybe? Okay. Anyway, now I'm actually going to go do that because I actually need to refill my water and pee. But anyway.
We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. Thank you for your call. We appreciate your business and the opportunity to assist you. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. Thank you for your call. We appreciate your business and the opportunity to assist you. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible.
Now, okay, my bad. Now, what really would have made that good is imagine if I actually had a bottle and I come back in the screen with one. That would have been amazing. But two problems. One, I don't even. Well, one, I don't drink anyway, and two, I don't even know where I would get that. Is that what I just? Is that like a? Isn't it like a South American specific drink or something? The whole thing, it was like ads in Chile or whatever, right? Chile. Sorry. But anyway, it's stretch time, so I'm going to do stretches. I'm so sad that Havens missed it though. Considering what he posted in the Discord earlier. At least someone was there. At least RPB, thank goodness. I even, not as obvious to know, but I even set up a hotkey to then use that to turn it on while I'm off the screen and everything. And I can't use the keyboard because the keyboard's over here, so I use the controller that I plugged in and then use the program that makes it so you can use a program to set the keys on your keyboard, and then it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. You don't think about all that effort that just happened. It was so seamless, you didn't even know. You didn't even know to waste it all just to watch me go. And then Vicious just got here and he missed it too. Tisk tisk. Oh. Well, RPB, you'd appreciate this maybe. So I talked about how I needed to get bananas and everything, right? So I did do that today, but not a full shop because I was planning to do that Thursday because it lines up better with the rest of my food stuff. And so when I was there, I went to Stop and Shop for the bananas, and you had said that the apples were on sale, 99 cents a pound, like they are in Market Basket, and they were. So I considered getting some, but since I'm sticking to the plan, I think, of going shopping Thursday, I have enough to last till then, so I decided not to. And also, there weren't that many left, because I think everyone took them all, basically. So, it was, and I was kind of didn't want to spend a bunch of time there. It was supposed to be a quick in and out adventure of sorts. But they also had buy one get one free of the Arnold bread, and the price was like $5.29, $5.30 or something per, which is, when it's 2 for 1 at that price, it's like pretty good, right? From my experience, I'm pretty sure that's pretty good. I feel like $2.50 is like the lowest I've seen them on sale, but I feel like I even see them on sale like 2 for $7 is like a sale, like $3.50 each. I don't know, maybe you've seen otherwise. But here, because I feel like the normal price of them at Market Basket is more like maybe $4.90 or something. Then at Stop and Shop it's like $5.29, which is a lot for a loaf of bread. So on sale, buy one get one free, pretty good. On sale, 2 for $7, also not bad. $3.50 per. Thing was that I already had like 3 or 4 loaves in the freezer. So I was like, damn, I can't really stock up more because there's not really room. So I only bought 2 to get a buy one get one free, and then I put the ones that would be coming out of the freezer next, I put into the fridge because I'm at the end of one loaf, so then that loaf will be. Then there'll only really be one loaf that's in the freezer in the fridge in waiting, and that's usually fine from my experience. Is that like a week in the fridge will last and be perfectly fine. So I'm fine. I'm all set, but it's just one of those moments where you're like, oh, I want to like buy more, but I don't. There's not space. I have limited space in the freezer to do that. I think this is why people that are I don't know if upper middle class is the right word, but I definitely remember, like, there's certain people that will have two fridges, one that's like in the kitchen, and then one that's like in the garage or in a basement or something, and then that's where they put a bunch of stuff, like a bunch of things like that. If you were like stocking up on bread, or it's back in the day. What I'm picturing is like, I remember a friend that had a second fridge in the garage, and that one would always have like all of the sodas and Gatorades and stuff like that. All the bulk stuff. You even buy Panera if you need bread and it's on sale. I have not done that. Maybe once I. Nothing good out of these free rolls thus far. Cerveza, cristal. Dude, it would imagine, dude, if I actually had a bottle, that would have been like 1,000 times better. That would have been so sick. If I had a bottle of it when I came back, that would have been worth, like, I don't know, a posting it somewhere. I think maybe I'll probably still post it to, like, Twitter or something anyway for a little gaff, but it could have done numbers, I feel like, if I actually had the bottle too. Alas, not the case. I only thought of it after I went grocery shopping, though I doubt it would have been in a Stop and Shop anyway. I don't even know where a liquor store is here. I know where there is in my hometown, because I remember having to go there with my parents sometimes, but I also remember specifically going there and like my mom or whatever, or dad or someone, like, handed me the bag after to carry to the car, and the person at the register was like, well, he can't actually carry it, you gotta carry it out because, you know, he's a child. And he was like, oh, alright, yeah. For some reason I remember that, because it seems silly, but obviously there's, like, you know, you kind of have to do that, but I get it, you know, I get it. Anyway, what do we got here for the tunes? Ooh, a new friend. I have been getting a lot of friends since I've had aggregate. I will say that. Smiths? Goodbye, Smiths. I will say, the one thing that Pad does a lot better than Pokemon Sleep is the friends list. So much faster. So much faster and better. Granted, they did update at least and make it so you can see when someone, like, last logged on, I think, in Pokemon Sleep, but oh, I was supposed to check mail for rolls. Alright, yell at me to do that next time. I honestly should use some stones to get more friend space. Whew. Almost too big of bites of an apple there. So the reason I did that was to stall an extra turn. The max amount of turns. I have a better chance of getting Draco Blade up when we need it. Hey. Rude. 12 more logs until level 96. I thought you already said you were 96. I don't? How did it not carry Golden Delicious? It's like one of the most popular apples. Okay. Yes, I see now. Okay, well, at least you give me credit that I remember that you said 96. Something. I remembered the number, it was just the wrong... It wasn't even really the wrong thing that I remembered. Because you basically said you're 96, and then you're like 12 more lugs till 96, and then I was like, aren't you basically 96? So, you know, in some sense... Where did this basically come from? People spy, that's where it came from. Some quick, wordsmithing. Gaslight, girl boss, gatekeep. That's where. You're at the grocery getting things, they didn't carry any. That's crazy. I've just been swapping because it's a stupid fucking dungeon. Pardon my français. This dungeon's been pissing me off though. It's been pissing me off. Also, hello Hank. I replied to you on Reddit earlier. I don't know if you saw that. Oh shit. Is this the actual song or the instrumental? It's the instrumental because it's a snowboard race. It wasn't like actually important for you to reply to. I just was mentioning it is all. stupid dungeon, you're not doing the second version. Well, you should beat the sec. If anything, you shouldn't try to do all of the first version. You should do like the easy stuff that you can do on the first one, and then the easy stuff on the second one. So leading with Aggregate, leading with Grenerve, maybe one other guy. I might as well do this. Wait. Do this first. Saves me a turn, does the damage absorption for a turn. Alright, so... True, let me at least try to get the badge for the second one. You wish they would let it at the end of the day, not in 2 hours or something. Now, from what I remember is that I never actually kill this in the second shot, which scares me because... Well, okay, we have boosted that damage, though. Maybe there's a world where it can work here. I think there's a world where this works. Yeah, do this. Because we got the boosted damage from that skill, so we should try to do the thing. I probably should have gone for a second light orb match. I do agree that the second one has felt easier to me. Okay. I feel like... Not as many light orbs as I would like. Hold on. What's the current status? Orb movement time 2 for 10 turns. Nope. Alright. Good lord. Alright, well, I didn't do a second, and I didn't even get the fucking jammer. I can't stand this fucking shit. This shit is driving me insane. Oh my god, it's so stupid. It would have killed me there anyway, I'm pretty sure. Actually, it might not have, but this dungeon, I can't do it with this dungeon, man. This shit keeps happening. This shit keeps fucking happening. God. Why the fuck did the jammer not... Why did the jammer move? You weren't supposed to move? God damn it. I don't know, it's not even fun. This dungeon is not even fun. You're just doing the same thing over and over. So fucking... Losing my goddamn mind. Fuck. Noah kills. Well, maybe if I had fucking done the thing that was supposed to happen, would have killed anyway. But yeah, the first one is way worse than the second one. Second one's way easier. The only thing I have left to even do on the second one, because I don't have Dragonbound, Ryu, and Sylvie, I don't have Remdra, Pemdra, Diamondra, and I don't have Zerog Core or Agral Shardin Toyceratops. You excited to use different leads and get storms? Yeah, that's the thing. That's the other part. Like, it's just completely fucking obnoxious. Like, it's you. It doesn't even seem that doable with this as a lead without swapping. So it just makes the whole thing really boring. God damn it. But yeah, I think I've maxed. The only thing that I could do with the second one is unevolve my Rex to be the first form to get 1 black metal. I don't know if I want to bother with that though. The second one, where? The second one, or sorry, the first one I do have more I can do because I haven't done like any of the black metal things. But the first one is also, again, much more annoying. Mainly because of the Noah draw. Like, the damage is just, like, always slightly too short. Is it stones per lead or just once? It is certain leads. Well, you can see the picture up there. Certain leads, it's 5 stones in the mail for having done it. And then the other ones, it's a black metal. Do this. Oh, are you trying to... Are you even asking the question you think they would let you repeat this for 5 stones per? That would be insanely... They would never do that. They've never done something like that. I think that was the second time that I've gotten to, like, almost the boss of one of these things. Or no, I've gotten to, like, basically the boss floor and then messed up a move and died. That's happened a couple times. Oh, then you're dumb? Okay. At least you admitted it. Most are too afraid. And to be clear, it's not you were, like, always dumb. It was this one circumstance you were dumb. Which doesn't, you know, really mean anything. Because we all have dumb things that we say or think or whatever. Okay, now you're Twitch chatting me where what you said wasn't what I interpreted, but then I fixed my interpretation of what you said, but then turns out you changed or didn't even have that second interpretation of what I interpreted your interpretation of the thing to be in the first place. You can do it once with each of the leads. What I interpreted your quote-unquote dumb thing to be was that you could repeat it with the leads and get 5 stones each time you use the lead, even if you use the lead. So, I hate Twitch delay is my answer, along with that I hate disco. Just like the dance or the music, or definitely not the person that showed up or anything. I'm just fucking with you, obviously. Why are you here, nerd? It's per lead. It is per lead. You can do it. You can get, yes. Yes, it is per lead. Per lead. How goes it? Did you celebrate Mario Day by playing Mario? I did, but I was already planning to, so, you know, whatever. You did not? Wow, are you even a fan of video games? I was gonna say a fan of Nintendo, but then you go, no, because they killed Smash World Tour or something. I don't know. You wouldn't, but the idea of you saying that is funny. So, therefore, I will just implant that on being something that you would do, even though you probably wouldn't. Fake Andy. is funny to imagine. Alright. You're here to enjoy some pad, bro? No, you're not. I'm not here to enjoy some pad. How could you be? Your favorite game? Oh yeah, name one dragon. Name all of the dragons. You like Pokemon? Name all of the Pokemon. Jeff? We can test this actually. If there's an anything in the game named Jeff, we should see if that's the case. Oh, fuck this guy. I don't want to deal with this. All these blind orbs? The fuck? Gotta squint to see these fucking things. Sermon for people that's AAA pad? That's not true. If that was true, I'd have to leave. Well, I have been playing... God, I've been playing this game for far too long. But, besides that... Get all this fucking shit out of my screen! God damn, there's too much junk here. Alright, when I die or finish, we will have to see if there is anything in the game named Jeff. There's a decent chance, actually. Not a dragon, but like there might be like a dude named Jeff. Like, there's actually a decent chance. You actually would have had a better chance naming a more weeb name. Would have probably given you a better chance. But, you know, how were you supposed to know? Only time will tell. Thank God that wasn't while I was moving, but that's what, number 5 that's happened? That's so weird because it hasn't happened in such a long time. And for it to then happen 5 times in one stream is kinda infuriating. This whole disconnect thing that keeps happening. But thank God it wasn't while I was moving. Alright. So now we do this. I mean, look at all of the shit on the screen. Look at all this shit. A thing is spinning. There's poison skull emojis. There's whatever you would call this. It's a jammer, but if you didn't know what it was called, you almost certainly wouldn't call it that, because why would you know why it's called that? Anyway, got rid of most of those at least. Most of those. What are those things called? The barbed shit? Is it just called barbs? Does it start at 10 or 9? Good question. Don't remember. I'm gonna guess 10, because we had just had the time change and everything, but there's a world where it maybe is not that. This song is a bit more intense than I think makes sense, but okay. Barbed orbs. All my homies dislike daylight savings. You're not wrong. Dungeon's so annoying. Okay, okay, okay. Give me the light orb. This is the boss, right? Or we're hopefully approaching whether or not Jeff is going to exist. That's what I'm more excited about rather than actually beating the dungeon. I want to know about Jeff. The fact when I go to play Gen 2 Pokemon, you have to Google if it's daylight savings. Oh, they're gonna kill me now. No, they're not. Yay. They should. I deserve nothing. I deserve nothing. Emo music. Not really emo music. We'll say it is for the sake of fun. Alright, surely this one will kill. Yay. Alright. Now the real question. Jeff. Does he exist? I do have to write that down though. Gravity 1 with... What's this guy? This guy's name? Kyo? Well, okay, yeah, but your name's fucking Kyo, dude. Name's Kyo, yes. Draco Blade Kyo. Okay, alright. Moment of truth, everyone? Well, actually, okay, 2 moment of truths. 1, do I own a Jeff? And then 2, is there a Jeff? Okay, I do not own a Jeff. Confirmed? Confirmed, no Jeff in my box. However, that doesn't mean that there isn't one. But it does hurt your chances by quite a lot. Uh-oh. That's not good for you. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. I've never seen this screen blank. I actually have never seen this screen blank before. It looks strange being blank. There's not even a J-E-F. Gonna be plenty of J-Es. Yeah, jelly and stuff. That was weird. I'm so unused to seeing it that way. Oh, I was just pronouncing it wrong. It's G-E-O-F-F, of course. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, it was Bill. Oh, yes, yes, of course. It'll probably be like Great Bill the Duck or something. Oh, no, okay. So the only reason this shows up is because of the word billion. Billion. That doesn't actually count. A lot of things that have the word billion in the name. Billy! Billy Kane. Billy Kane, huh? Oh, why does the monster search work like that? Okay. Bill. Bill. Okay, so Billy Kane, we saw that. Is there any other Bills? Probably not, if I'm gonna be honest. It's probably just Billy Kane, which is still a pretty good hit. Because that is a name. W. There is an Andy. Andy Bogard, of course, from video games or anime or something. What is Andy Bogard from? Is that KOF? My mind's saying KOF, but I'm not confident. Good song here, by the way. Love this game because of Billy Kane, huh? Oh wait, we have to do a free roll, don't we? Yeah, we do. Okay. Let's do that. March 11th. This is the Super Dragon Fest Egg Machine 2 Japan 12th anniversary celebration login day 14. Give it up for day 14. This one's for Andy. Super Mario. Boo. Underwhelming, just like the lack of Jeff. Super reincarnated Karen. 6148. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rebuilding the Karen army after exchanging a bunch for aggregate. Your last hero was Karen too? Bummer. Alright, so we could do a couple more of this Super Gravity 1 thing. We do have some options in regards to things such as this and this and this. So basically the same thing as the light dude. And then I don't think I'm gonna bother unevolving this because I just don't. I'm probably not even gonna do these ones all, let alone the next one. Oh wait, and then someone asked when this actually ends. And we can find that out. 2 hours to go, which really means 2 hours and change. That's how the game displays it. They won't actually tell you the actual time. Instead of saying 2 hours and 30 minutes, in 24 minutes, it'll say 2 hours, and then you have to know that it means 2 full hours plus whatever is the remainder of this hour. So that means it'll be 10 o'clock when this actually goes away. How many did I trade for? That many. I did not do all the ordeal evos. I've only, I think, done a couple. I think I've only done... If I type ordeal, will that work? Nope, it will not. I know I've done the Athena, and I think that might be it. I don't even remember what they all are now. There is Neptune. If I type transformation. Well, it doesn't like get, that gives me a bunch of other stuff though. But yeah, okay. I do have 2 ordeal Athenas. I don't even know who this is. Oh, transfer student. Transcendence. Oh, look at you. Okay. Are they all gonna say that? All of the forms of them? So yeah, I have 2 of these. And then, that's it. I haven't done the others yet. I know there... How many am I missing? I know there's Neptune, and that's literally the only other one I know. What are all of the other ones? I should like write down and maybe chunk away at them over time. Can I like not... So here's what I'm not sure of. Am I like... Is there like a time limit where like, oh, now I can't do the Neptune one anymore because there was like a different one that occurred or something? I don't actually know. Oh, you know what we should also check? Okay. This is the only new thing, right? Belial? Anything else is old? Yes. And I need those, but those are easy to get. Okay. That's actually really nice. No time frame yet, but you thought they rotated. That's not the case. Okay. That's good to know, too. Alright. So... Let me write that down. Neptune, Artemis, Minerva, not familiar with that one, but... Oh. Wait, Andy. Is Andy still here? I have a question for you. Have you seen that meme going around about the Star Wars commercials thing? You have? You think we've gone through the full rotation? The next one, you know, will be Egyptian. Okay. That thing's pretty funny. Oh, that's not what I want. I want this. Oh, the full what? Full what? The full. Oh, I was replying to Vicious. He said the full rotation. Oh, hold on, I need to go get something.
Cerveza cristal. Cerveza cristal.
Dude, imagine if I had the actual thing. If I had an actual bottle of it, that would have gone crazy. That would have gone crazy. I don't even know where you would get. I don't even know where to get. And I don't even drink too, so it would have been bought just purely for that and then not drank. It would have been it would have been so stupid. It would have been such a waste of money. But alright. Buy one just for the bit. But I don't even know where would I even get it? Is it even a drink like in the US that you can get? Isn't it South American related? Cerveza cristal. It would have been really good though. I can't deny that. Alright, let's do another one of these, I guess. Or wait, are any of these skilled up? That one is. Let's do that one. And then on I think we'll save the only thing left in quest is 15, and since this ends now, I figure we do this again. Maybe save 15 for next week or something. Although we'll have all the collab stuff to do as well. Maybe I'll do some of the easy collab stuff. Like it kind of depends. Oh. Am I off on that? Yeah, wait. Why do you only have... Wait a second. No, okay, never mind, never mind. My brain was freaking out there. Like, how is FASA not up? And that's just how it was before. It's just that you gotta do this one first. Then you do the FASCA. And then you do this guy. Vasca has the crosses that whole time, huh? I could have gotten rid of some of those blinders the whole time, huh? Well. Oh well. Oh well. Cerveza cristal. Europe. Not the location. Actually, I guess... Yeah, no, do it like this. Then we ideally stall one more. Full stallage. Then... I said stallage, not stall in. Okay, relax. Cerveza cristal. I've had that in my head pretty much the entire second half of the day. Pretty much the entire second half of the day, I've just had that line going over in my head over and over. Cerveza cristal. Very obnoxious. I think I need to do this. Well, I guess I don't need to, but I probably should. Okay. Well, I'm glad I waited. Very glad I waited. Now I'll get double duty out of it, which is great. Fantastic. Does mean we can run into trouble with color absorb area. Well, I guess that's not true because we have the inherit on what's his name, but the next one's D meta Aten Medjedra is that's that horde. Oh, Isis. Oh, I see. I understand why you had to type it like that. Bastet Horus and then Zeus. So were there any missing from the ones that Hank said of Neptune, Artemis, Minerva, and then obviously the Athenas that I've already done? I feel like there's maybe one more. Oh, well this is just the worst. We gotta wait 4 turns, huh? I think I should do this then. Cerveza cristal. Basically did that just to try to get rid of more of the barbs. Cerveza cristal. Did you see that, Havens? Or did you miss both times? I think he's missed both times, chat. Point and laugh. He missed out. Miss what, he says. Miss what? He missed it. Maybe you'll have another chance. Maybe he'll have another chance. Maybe. You ready yet? One more? Okay. I don't even really need to be using that. But I did. Alright, we need jammers. I lost so much health. Okay, alright. We're back. We're back. Hopefully that's going to be enough damage. That would be a little disappointing if it was not. Two is really easy? Yeah, it's way easier. It's way easier and way better and way less annoying. I should do this first. So weird that the 2 should have been 1 and 1 should have been 2. I don't even, well, I mean, it doesn't technically mean that they're like about the difficulty level. This is the payoff of having Kana on the Draco Blade, that's for sure. In a sense, it's almost nicer to have this up for the combo count, but it's probably not needed either way. Almost messed up the timing there, that was close. True, but usually the higher one's more difficult. Easier to do that one, yeah. I went with this because it's kind of nice to have both the aggregates up. I don't know if I've even faced this spawn. Wrath of Poop. More like it. Okay. Yeah. Cerveza cristal. Wow, that did not do much. Did not do much damage. Considering that we have damage boost from that. I guess it's just already maxed out, the idea, anyway. Jesus Christ, fuck you, game. God damn it. Like, triple diagonals going correctly. Yay, we get to die now. Very cool video game. Just I hate... Number 1 is so much worse than number 2. It's so much fucking worse. I don't want to do this, man. I don't want to do this. Give me a different dungeon. What was this thing? Okay, I can do this whenever? Well, not whenever, but... I actually do have to pee, so I'm gonna do that. Is Haven's here? Alright, never mind. I'm just gonna go pee then. I wasn't even in the room and it disconnected? What the fuck? Just the worst pad stream of all time. The most miserable pad stream of all time apparently has occurred. It just doesn't make any sense. Very cool. Very, very fucking cool. Zero cost event active? Where? Oh, does it just mean like everything? Oh. Even these? No, okay. All the normal stuff then? There. Oh, whoa, wait. I feel like we haven't checked the 3-piece situation in a while. These don't have timers on them. Is that... Are these just always gonna be here now? Or... If not, we should try to do these for... stones. I suppose we could... I would rather do that now anyway, because then I wouldn't have to use a stupid lead. Though I don't know what I would use. Dead. Because you can't delay, so I guess you would have to do something that charges everything, but I also would need... Probably have to get rid of this, because this is just a shield loop, yeah. Get rid of that, and then put on something that does... Or just probably just bring in the Gilgamesh. And probably take you out too. Maybe, and the skill boost might be all sorts of off here. Let me see. Would you want to vicious, or you're probably still doing the other thing, right? You're still like actually doing it all. What is this? Helter Skelter? Did not expect to see that name. Alright, what does this look like? I think I shouldn't have the Dio-chan. That's my only concern here, is that I should probably have something a little bit more useful. But it does work as far as charging by 6 and everything, so like everything can transform right away, so that part's good. The Dio-chan's kind of not useful here. But maybe just keep it anyway, because it's already here. Go ahead and make it for 3 rooms, so you can do it with your alt. That's not the right one. Start with this one. We're gonna have to change this back. You know what? We should change the background now. Officially spring. Who's this? Oh, damn. Aiming target. Instant corrosion. Dude, there might not be enough time if there's only 30 seconds to do all of this. Yeah, I would straight up run out of time. Maybe that's why they changed it. Look at all that damage. The damage. Nice, nice, nice. This is actually the better spawn, because you get Poison Skyfall, so it's better than other and more annoying things that could occur. Now I'm just chilling. I get to wait. It's gonna be like a minute to do both things of transformings and everything. And we got the spring background ready and everything too. Nice. Still have to go through the other one. Looking nice. Looking nice, kid. Interesting that you have that form of Leona. Is that the usual setup? For EX, I think it was EX that I used the other evolved form Leona because it was a looping shield. I mean, I know this form of Leona is like a more of a cleric or whatever, which is good, but... Not like you need her like RCV things, you know? You don't really need that part of what she brings to the table. You already have like infinite with all of the PPA heals. Uh-oh. Oh, nice. I'm thinking we do this, we do the other one, and then we do our now somewhat classic end of Monday stream sap session run. I think that's the plan. Because I don't feel like trying to do the alternate lead stuff anymore. I don't think it's necessary really even either. Extra light match for good measure. Sure, why not? Ooh, going for a full roll? Okay, okay. Oh, not quite enough. Way easier to do with a squad having extra skills to do color absorbs and stuff if needed. Although also just way easier when not having to use an alternate lead and getting to actually loop all aggregates as well. Makes it quite a bit easier. Nice. We go again, we go again. Oh no, my combos. What will I ever do? Done. Kept it simple. Pretty sure it was gonna kill, so. Based off other runs and stuff. Okay. That's number 6. This is really I have a theory on why this might be happening more than usual. I'll say that much. Oh, that's not what I wanted to really show, was it? Didn't really show anything, it just showed the wrong window. Also, thankfully, was not while I was moving again, but certainly very annoying. I think it's the front USB ports on the computer. I think it's actually related to that. Maybe more than the actual wire itself. I can wiggle the wire and it does not happen. I think it's like the power going to the front USBs or something. Because I have an extra thing plugged in that normally isn't plugged in to do the hotkey for the thing that I did earlier. But normally that isn't in, obviously. So I wonder if it's somewhat related to that. It could be, I'm not entirely sure. Yay. We've done it. Multi 3P multiplayer super Gravity Dragon Rush exclamation point 1. Okay. I wonder if there's a bonus for doing leading with those. I don't know, and I'm not gonna find out, but just a question. And not in that, like, weird trying to say something bad. Oh, it's just a question. It just actually was a question. You don't think they get bonus because you've never seen them do it? Yeah. Makes sense. Well, there is, like, they do the bonus thing in multiplayer where it's like, if you all lead with a New Year's unit, you actually get the guaranteed drop type thing. There's that, isn't it? So wouldn't that be the same thing? Am I making shit up right now? Like that type of thing where they're like, oh, if you lead with you all led with the collab thing, then it will do the drop that it would normally do if you were just going solo and leading with the collab thing. Another player is waiting from their device. Okay. Here we go. This one, and then... And that will be what happens. So much setup time. Both on the enemy's behalf and on our behalf. Nice. Only reason to do that is because, I don't know, maybe there's a color absorb on the second floor. Really the only reason. Okay. We go again, we go again. Surely this time. It's not like we've actually lost these yet. We haven't. All right, your turn. And nice, 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 nice. For dungeons that are like 6 floors, these feel like they take forever. Even though we're one-shotting them. Or almost one-shotting them. They do feel like they're taking forever. But it's just because of all the transforming and then all of the preemptives on all the floors and everything in between. +4. Oh, you have the same one I have, okay. What is this, what is Carmel from? Who is Wilhelmina? What is that from? I imagine something relatively recent. This guy, I think I don't... Well, I was gonna say, when doing this dungeon with the... you know, alternate lead things, this is not always a one-shot, but now that we have all of the aggregates, it probably will be. Double row, because why not? And try to make the alternate things also be close to the 5 full. It wasn't actually full. I saw the third attributes. I think the third attributes weren't full, but whatever. It was enough. Resisting the light damage a little annoying, I imagine, but see. Get an extra light match out of it. Oh, is he going for the row? I think he is. Double row, nice. Very nice, very nice. Power Wind of Vibrancy. Oh no, a time shorten? What are we gonna do about that? Just use this OP guy. That's how. What an absurd thing this guy is. This is Zelda? This is Majora's Mask, right? It is. It is. All right. My turn. Damn, I'm a little low on health. What the heck? Alright, that was fair, that was fair, that was fine, that was smooth. Got rid of, I'm assuming that was the time extension? Yeah. Alright, this should be fine, I would think. Here's hoping, at least. Here's hoping, here's hoping. He's doing it. He's going the distance. Going for speed. He's all alone, all alone, all alone in his time of need. Because he's racing and pacing and plotting the course. He's riding and fighting on his horse. He's going the distance. Going for speed. He's done it, in fact. Nice. Glad we checked that. Get that out of the way. Fantastic. What do we got here? Green metal and then tan infestation and then that. Alright. I think that will probably wrap it up for Pad, and we're going to do a Super Auto Pets sesh here, the end of the stream. That's where I'm at on this. Unplug the phone, because yes, we'll change the category and everything. I do believe Ramen is streaming Puzzle and Dragons, so feel free to go head over there. If I was ending, I would raid, but we're not ending, so you know, get hype, I guess. Some of you are happier that it's Super Auto Pets, some of you are sadder, some of you are ambivalent, some of you are neutral, some of you are, I don't know. I was trying to think of something funny. Some of you are monkeys. Not funny, kind of random. Which, please, we change the category. I'm losing my fucking brain here. Relatively uneventful Puzzle and Dragons. We got some bonus stones and stuff, so that's always nice, but because of them ruining the schedule, you know, the streams are worse and stupid and stuff, so that's not as fun. But here we are anyway. Here we are anyway. Okay. Edit. Here we go. And this super auto pets. Huge. No more sap, wait, sap and pad. Sap and play. Yes. Open game. Move window. Pause this music. Cerveza cristal, cerveza cristal, cerveza cristal. Sorry. Hey, it's loaded. Great. Make sure it didn't change. It did not. Great. Okay. Let's get everything situated. There was one other thing I wanted to check before we begin this run. Close these extra tabs we don't need. That's one part. And then yeah. Okay, here we go. Are we ready? Play. Alright, so I always do that at the beginning, huh? I always go, alright, so we have, I don't mind transforming this. Yeah, it's fine. We've just finished our puzzling and dragoning. And we're doing a sap session here. I will say, I don't feel like I have much I'm like gunning to do in regards to something like, well, that did not math out the best, but we drew. In regards to like, oh, I want to try to pull off a team. I mean, I kind of want to pull off Kraken goes first and then there's snipers after, but at the same time, I mean, it's so close to a level 3. But if this is okay, but now I think I can actually do it like this, because this will go first, because it's 3 attack, and then that will go, and then... Alright, well, let's see if I'm correct. The card you were asking about was from the Dengeki collab, the one with the dark blue guy that make the board big in a burst. I don't remember, but I believe you. Oh, I think they must have had they must have had something there that changed the order. Because this guy was not... This guy, like, transformed this guy, and then that meant this guy didn't transform this guy, and we have a level 3, which is... frankly... nuts. I'll say it. Yeah, I guess I'll go with that. You have to go like this though. And we did the 2 level ups now this way because that way we get 2 of these, which I think is gonna be better than 1 level 3 one. Like maybe next turn you can do the level 3 one, but either way. What happened since last night Sunday? The Oscars, I guess? Not something I care particularly about, but and my understanding is Oppenheimer kind of owned, and then the only thing I actually saw was the thing with Danny DeVito and Arnold rather, and that was, you know, that was fun to see. I kind of am tempted to do this. Not gonna lie, I'm a little tempted. I know it might seem weird keeping these like this, cause like, oh, make the space, but this ability is also kind of good right now. I was really hoping for a seahorse. I know, like, the idea is start a battle, but then I realized, well, I'd rather leave him another slot for seahorse and another just potential salamander. So that's why we ended up here. The thing with Danny DeVito Arnold was cool, though. It was, in a weird way, it made me kind of sad a little bit. Just because it was, you know, they were showing their age a little bit. In their speech and otherwise, and it was just one of those, you know, oh man, you're really getting up there, huh? I probably can't wait to try to get a salamander level first, so I will just do this now. I would prefer the blowfish over the donkey. But at the same time, they were doing good. You know, it wasn't like sad in the sense of like, oh, they ain't doing so hot, but it was just, you know, all the graybeards and everything. It's like, oh man, the passage of time. I don't think order changes too much unless a sheep goes in the first slot. But yeah, it did not. Oh man, the math here is, well, we're gonna get 2 blowfish shots, which is pretty good actually. 3. We're gonna draw. Considering that I thought there was not much of a chance there, I'm okay with that. Definitely tossing this in. I suppose you toss this just for the buy, although maybe you sell and then buy just to have more money for buying and selling. I think that makes more sense actually. These do not do anything. I'm not really looking for another one of these, I don't think. Well, we can just get a whole new level 2 seahorse, I guess. Elephant is now existing. You don't work the way I thought you worked anymore. I still forgot that he doesn't work that way, and that it makes him so much worse. It makes him so much worse, and I kind of forgot. That's a big thing you got there. Oh, that's nice, though, that gets to double up. I think we win? Yeah. Despite my, stupidness. Oh. Alright, well. Is it time to finally get rid of the basilisk? I think so. I know this is not going to trigger again. Actually, yeah, no, we do this and then freeze more slots for a salamander. We did not get the salamander. He's still a pretty big guy. This should be back here then, I guess, and then, yeah, something like that. So we have the makings of both Kraken sniping as well as blowfish stuff. Well, that's not great for my... Well, We're gonna win, but the links there was definitely not the best. Ooh, I was okay. Well, all right. Start me here. I'm tempted to sell the elephant. I am tempted to sell the elephant and just give up on that aspect. And then have, like... have... links. So the idea of taking this out and putting it and buying this and then a links is nice, because it means we have level chances here, which is good. But there is the whole, like, remove health, and then if this gets multiple triggers, then this shoots a bunch, and then that's, like, pretty good combo there. You know what? I haven't actually gotten the elephant thing off, so I'm going to do this. I'm also going to do this and flashlight, because we're at full health. Then add this in, and you go here so that this goes first, and then this? And then none of that stuff's good. We're not trying to chickadee, hatchling chick, not chickadee. And we have A level. I would like another cucumber to put on the blowfish. That's what I'm looking for. You are me, but better? Kind of evened out. Oh, never mind. Never mind. So much for that. Lionfish also makes sense here. There is the elephant though as well, huh? And I think I want to buy this and sell and buff this a slight bit just to make its attack higher so that it's guaranteed to go before the links and stuff. Salamander, I mean, there is something to be said about getting rid of the salamander, but it is nice to have like one kind of big guy. Again, I'm on this do I try to keep the elephant or not thing. I mean, with this, it definitely is a lot better. But this is also really good with this ability, so you could say that makes sense. But how are you gonna get attack? You're not. So you know what? I don't think I'm doing that. And now I'm almost locked into keeping this salamander, huh? Okay, well, I'll just avoid the decisions entirely. And do that. And, yeah, okay. We're not really doing, stats. We're kind of just doing abilities, which means we need to win now. Because we're not scaling. You are a similar thing to me, but better because you have a hatchling chick. So, that's cool, I guess. And that's why we need a cucumber for this. And now we can't sell that because that just happened. So, that's probably not the best. It's actually like way worse now that I did that, but yeah, we're not getting to 10. That's what I'm thinking. No, don't do that. Buy a unit. I guess I'm buying another Lynx again. This salamander, while interesting, I think was a mistake to keep. Okay, there was some stuff that happened there. I mean, it worked there, but we barely lived the initial onslaught. We kind of just want a bunch of cucumbers, don't we? Oh, that's a tempting level, though. I mean, I can level this and then take that, which then buffs that again. I guess that's what I'm doing. Now he gets even more attack. I don't really see a world where we do the stingray anymore, so I guess we're just not. Cucumber? Well, that's also still very good. It doesn't trigger next turn, though, huh? But the level is so useful, you gotta do it anyway. It's just awkward, because it feels like we can't really buy anything, except for items in the shop, and so many of the items in the shop are bad for us. Yeah, well, okay. Well, that's pretty bad for me. Yeah, yeah, that was unfortunate. That was rather unfortunate. Yeah, I think really it's just cucumbers. Remove 2 attack and give 5 health. I guess that's what I'm doing. Yeah. Yeah, I don't... Cucumbers. No cucumbers to speak of. Yeah, hatchling chick. That's rough. That's rough. You, like, don't really want to buy the chocolate on that because you want the trigger from that thing, and we're kind of not getting it, so we kind of just never really did any of the things we wanted. That probably looks crazy. Again, I don't think we're getting there anyway, though. I think we had to abandon the salamander when it was still like 7 health, or like a 10-10 or something, before it got the what do you call it? The ability from the toy. Although also I just realized that I made the order worse by putting the Kraken in front of the Lynx. So there was that happened at least. That was a bad thing. And we go once again. Oh yeah, chat was telling me about we lose, we draw. Germa did, well, they both had told me and then I kind of looked at it, which was that Germa did a puzzle stream, which is something I've done before. I've actually done 3 puzzle streams, 1,000 piece puzzle streams, and I think the shortest one was like 7-ish hours, and then the longest was like 8 or 9 because it was harder. And I looked at the VOD because I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I wouldn't mind seeing what Germa did with that. And well, his VOD was 7 hours, so I was like, oh man, okay. Did he do something? He did a 300-piece puzzle. And it took 7-something hours. It's a long time for a puzzle that short. A very long time for a puzzle that's that short. And there was some problems, like there was some parts of it that were definitely a little tricky, but not like that tricky. Not like that level of tricky. Guess I'm just buying this. I don't really love that, but I didn't like at all what we got on the level ups. It was pretty bad. The aardvark in particular is like kind of terrible. I mean, that's a big rock, so that did a lot of work. Granted, he was definitely getting distracted by chat and stuff a bunch, so there is something to be said about that part, but there's still a lot of... This guy, he's just terrible. I'm bringing this in. Alright, level up potential. I don't even... I guess I'd freeze it just because if another one showed up, but... 7 hours is so long. So from what I haven't watched the whole thing. I've peeked in there though. I've peeked into the VOD. The main problem that I saw is that he almost relied on the picture a little too much, like the reference picture. Obviously, you're supposed to like look at that stuff, but it was He was like looking at it when it wasn't really the right. Ooh. Okay, we could go big whale shark, and then this now should be you, and then you, and then you, and then you. Like he was looking at the picture to like figure out where like a. I think he was, you know, what's the phrase, like looking at the forest for the trees type thing? It was like that, where he was trying to look for a little too much detail and shenanigans at parts where it just didn't really make sense to. I mean, 2 health is not bad. I don't think I'm gonna level 3 the Hercule Beetle though. God damn it. God damn it. You son of a. Now I have to, but now it's still you know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen. The third one's never gonna show up now. Completely punished. This kangaroo's gonna be huge. Because it's gonna have the guy hop in front. Oh, that's even worse. That's even worse. We're dead. The donkey there actually did huge stuff too. We might have had a chance if not for that donkey. Alright, time to get rid of this. Bring in a lynx because it's just kind of good. Feed you. I'm not buying an apple. You know how I feel about something like a whale shark. I feel like you have to kind of get it leveled before you really want to be feeding it, but it does make everything a pair, so if you're gonna have 3 gold, it's probably worth just using. That math worked. That worked. That was the worst thing I've ever seen. Math off by 1 in like 2 cases there. Both this living and then the other guy not living. Like this, that was just awful. Okay. I guess the order doesn't matter too much here. Alright, probably getting rid of the otter next. The level up on the Hercule Beetle would have helped the lynx for 1 more damage, but it would not have made a difference. Oh my god, you sniped before my fucking thing went off. That is just the worst. Okay, the luck this run has been immaculately terrible, is the only way I can really phrase it. It's just awful. Okay. What the hell am I gonna do with all this? Because I want to take this now, but if I do that, then, well, I can sell the Hercule Beetle, and then get stats to the, because like I have to level for this to give this. I don't know. I simply don't know. Buy this. Yay! I guess do this one first. Now I can sell this and buy the octopus and then the otter. That seems pretty decent. It does hurt our lynx damage, but it does do a bunch of other stats. So there's something to be said about that. Wonder if a tiger might be better. This the right order? I don't know if there is a right order. We're not getting to 10 because we just had so many unfortunate losses. We're at 1 HP right now, but we almost lost that. Also, this without a hatchling chick is obviously not that great. I mean, you kind of have to get rid of this, but it's also like really bad because it makes the lynx way worse. The quote-unquote good thing is that like none of our stuff is leveled, so we can get a lot of buffs, but the bad thing is that like none of our stuff is leveled, so that's all bad. Yep. Yep, it's all pretty bad. Nothing, huh? Not useful yet? The links? We're waiting on a links now? No reason to buy that yet. Okay. We're gonna lose. Kind of a bummer ending session here for this weekly. I'll say that. Yep. Yep. That is how this week has felt. Is very like sink or swim. I mean, it's always the case a little bit, but in particular, you know, we had, what was it? 6 trying to do the Kraken thing. 5 with this we were just about to turn the corner and start going off with this stuff. Kind of similar thing here a little bit, not quite. The caterpillar turned out to not be a great play. Maybe you had to put a cucumber on it early. Our 10 win that obviously popped off and went insane, and then another kind of mediocre into. This one was honestly just terrible luck on very many spots. I was also kind of trying to avoid the team spirit, and then we kind of got priced into having to do it anyway, but whatever, man. It's not my favorite weekly, I would say. It's basically just all sniping, and then like a little bit flavor changes with the sniping, unless you get like team spirit hatchling chick, and then you actually have real stats. So it's all right. It's not my favorite. The fun part of this weekly, I honestly would say, is probably like this area, the 3 to 4 range, where you can actually have some weird stuff going on. With like bear triggerings and aardvarks and just some shenanigans there. There is some. You can still have it happen in this point, because you'll have like, oh, you can like snapping turtle with Kraken to then like chip at multiple people that have an HP low, like that kind of thing is cool. But maybe there's something to be said about an axolotl squirrel. That way stuff is a little cheaper, but the squirrel feels a lot worse than it used to now that it just makes stuff cheaper but doesn't put an extra thing in the shop. I never really found squirrel to be OP or anything, so I'm not sure why they necessarily did it that way, but oh well. On to the next weekly. I could have done one more run, because that was only like 25 minutes, but I just didn't feel like doing it. I was just not really having that much fun with this one. Granted, I kind of tap out usually at 3 or 4 runs of a weekly anyway, but whatever. It is fine. And I don't mind ending early. We went late yesterday. We went till 9:30, so that's fine as well. Again, I haven't fully decided if I want to do Mario on Wednesday or not. So we'll see. Do people want me to raid ramen? I suppose I could. We could do that. We could do that. Just even though I think most of the people already left, but we might as well, I suppose. I will see folks on Wednesday, whatever we end up doing. And remember, cerveza cristal. Alright? Go say hi and stuff.